I mean, if we're talking about curriculum, the Department of Women and Gender Studies has one major, which is a major in Women and Gender Studies, and several minors. You can study all of those things within the major, depending on how you choose your classes. Social justice, women's history, global perspectives, gender and women, LGBT studies and disability studies are all kind of part of what we do. So lots of different opportunities to mold the major to what is interesting to you.
I think that it's important to learn about it and teach about it and have a department for it, because it's not just talking about women and gender. It's talking about all the different categories. So what does gender actually mean? One of my favorite classes that I've taken in the Women and Gender Studies department is Black Feminist Theory. Black Feminist Theory kind of pushed me to think more heavily on how society depicts feminist thought and feminism.
Everybody has an intersectional identity that is affecting them, and learning about one really means you're learning about all of the others, because intersectionality is about how they're interconnected. So you want to know about all of them because it really is tied into you.
So I took the Intro to Women and Gender Studies in the spring semester of my freshman year. You get to learn what feminism actually is, and you also get to learn about some historical figures throughout feminist movements and stuff like that. And you're also thinking about social constructs and different systems of how privilege and oppression works. I think people would have a lot of fun taking the course if they're interested in learning about this kind of thing. It's not just for one group of people, it's for everybody.
Definitely number one favorite class was Feminist Theory, which is awesome for me because I get to teach that now, so definitely full circle. It's awesome to get a new group of students in that are going to bring in their own interpretations, their own perspectives. I definitely hope, I feel in the most expansive framework, that they are getting information that will open their mind, right? A window that opens up for them to explore something new, or to question something about their own lives, or to think about the world differently.
I feel there's a lot of misconceptions about women's literature and not just kind of gender studies culture. So I feel educating yourself and doing all the steps it takes to fully understand not just your own culture, but cultures of all kinds is a very important step to developing ourselves as humans.
The knowledge they will get from anything they study in Women and Gender Studies will be 100% applicable across the board in terms of any career and life in general, right? Understanding how systems of power function, and historically how people have pushed back against them and been successful in changing the world and developing social justice movements.
It gives us the tools to understand our world and how our world is created and why certain groups of people have these specific experiences around that. And then I think for all of us, right, no matter what job you're in, you do have to think about how to work with people of different backgrounds that have different experiences than you. Just having an understanding of people in general is really in a lot of ways what our department comes down to.